everyone here just lowers their expectations a little bit, you know. And I'll lower mine, and everything's gonna have a great time in here. Everyone will get the both sides out of this, you know. There's like a lot of things that relate to your first time in comedy and losing your virginity. I would like it to last about an hour, but I know I'm gonna do about 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 good minutes, you know, and then I'm gonna have to figure it out later. But I'll be on stage more. I mean, Guy gives us like 7 minutes, and that's after years of work, so we can only imagine him otherwise. You know, but you know, I'm talking to you, you gotta lower your expectations, kind of like University of Phoenix, lower your expectations, you know. I don't know, I don't want to piss anyone off, but, you know, how about that? University of Phoenix, they own a professional football stadium, they got billboards like Matt Schaub and his, you know, little Drew Fro all over 59, they got advertisements on my damn Facebook, but I have never, in my entire life, met anyone that goes to the University of fucking Phoenix. Have you? I've never met anyone. They need to switch their slogan. University of Phoenix. No one has to know. Just go over great. You know, it's just going over great. You know, and it's kind of like, what do you say when you go to the University of Phoenix? People are like, hey, so where'd you go to college? Oh, I went to Phoenix. Oh, you went to Arizona State? Well, yeah, no, not so much, not so much. That's like me when they ask me what I do. They're like, oh, so what do you do for a living? Oh, I play in the NFL. Yeah, right. You're an accountant. They're like, oh, what team do you play for? The Houston Texans. They're like, the what? The Houston Texans? Did you guys beat USC in the Rose Bowl? And at first I used to fight it, but that's got me more free drinks than anything I've ever said besides that. I mean, I've gone with arena football, and every now and then I try the Houston Dynamo, but I get no action going with the Dynamo. I'll tell you that much. Just saying. Just saying. Shit, you're gonna call me out, I'm gonna call you right back. You're gonna be mad at me. Shit, it's all comedy, you know. I brought my boys with me. Notice that I brought the most brothers in the club. You know, all these white people. I saw the French team. They got some black guys, but I brought all the black guys here, so you better show me some respect and some soul in this place. You know, and everyone always asks about the Houston Texans. Tell me play for the Texans, they don't know who that is. Like I said, the arena teams or whatnot. You know what team I feel like I play for sometimes? What's the team that plays the Globetrotters? The Generals? I feel like the damn Houston Generals. Instead of us coming out with a bull, they should be like, here comes the sorry-ass Texans everyone always asks us about. What are you booing me? That's my own team. I can make fun of myself. Shit. Who do you play? Are you an accountant? What do you do? Who you booing me? I don't come to your job and boo you if you don't turn in your TPS report on time. Shit. You know nothing about my job. You know nothing about my job. Shit. Every day I go to work, I do one thing different, and I'm going to have to say no homo. But I see 52 dicks every day at work. 52 dicks. You line them dicks up, I can spot them all out like the usual suspects. What's your name? It wasn't me. What's your name? It's just all, I know all the damn dicks in this place. Shit, where's my water? Speaking of players I brought my man Owen Daniels out here in the house tonight. And I have to get on Owen a little bit, because you know he's a young, single man, as far as I know, disease-free. We don't divulge in those statistics, but every time I go out with Owen Daniels, people always want to come up and talk about fantasy football. Hey Owen, I got you on my fantasy team. Hey OD, oh man, we started off great, but we had a bad finish. Fantasy this, fantasy that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love football. Play football, it's my favorite thing to do, I love it. But I don't fantasize about football. I mean, when I have a fantasy, I need like tissue paper and high-speed internet and like, you know, 2.5 minutes to myself at night. Maybe about 10 minutes in the afternoon if I got, you know, nothing to do. That's my fantasy. I mean, shit, and if Owen Daniels is the Jenna Jameson of fantasy football, who does that make me? I'm like the amateur girl on page 12 that no one wants to see. It's bullshit. Hey, Dave, should I pick you up on my fantasy squad? Yeah, maybe you can exhausted all your other options, I guess you can go ahead and pick me up. That's a masturbation joke for some of you old people out there. I don't know if you know about that. But there's all sorts of websites. Guy, tell me when you come back up here. No, I ain't ready. So, I got another joke about education, about that DeVry commercial I recently saw. I don't know if you've seen these DeVry commercials, but they always talk about, oh, you know, now that I wasn't that good in high school, I went to DeVry, got myself an education, now I'm paying for my bills, now I can do this, and I'm doing well, and I'm paying my taxes, and I'm doing all well. That's not really what they need to say. They should say, oh, at school, when I was in high school, I didn't give a fuck about education, and then I got pregnant, and then I decided maybe I should go to DeVry, and now I work at the post office, and I'm going to go ahead and wave you in, but I'm going to look at my nails, and I'm going to fix my email, and I'm like, all right, come on, baby, let me help you out. Oh, you got the wrong papers, you got to go over to line 12. You walk your ass over to line 12, and I'm like, hey, can you help me? And she's like, no, you were in the right spot in the first time, so I had to walk my ass back to you. And then I come back, and I'm like, hey, can you help me again? She's like, oh, you back? And all of a sudden, she knocks it out in 10 seconds. DeVry, wasting an hour of everyone's life. That's what their fucking slogan should be. Damn right. You know, and not everyone's family is always raised the same. You know, I grew up in quite an odd family, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell one joke that, you know, what was that? This isn't Boston. This is actually the Brooklyn Dodgers. For all of you.
Why you got Brooklyn on?
Well, because I grew up in Los Angeles, so go ahead, boo again, because I like the Lakers as well. Yeah. Tell me how the dick tastes, right? Yeah, right? You know, shit. Want it again? Come get some. Anyway. So, you know, my brother taught me some ways. You know, he's a Jedi, as I would like to call it. And, you know, the ways of the Jedi, this is going to be a little dirty, so bear with me. The ways of the Jedi is that you never put the pussy on a pedestal. You know, you don't want to put the pussy on a pedestal. So my brother taught me right away, you got to put the pussy right here in high school. Put it at shoulder level. And then when I got to college and I played college football, the pussy was like right here, you know, right at swinging level. It was nice and easy. But now that I'm in the NFL, the pussy's at sea level. Just kind of walking by like a little kid, like, ooh, that's a shiny rock. So I pick that one up. Ooh, look at this. And that's a nice piece. You gather up all these pussies. That's a lot of pussy I gotta get in my shirt. Ooh. And those Houston Dynamo still got the pussy on the pedestal. They're like, hey, get on my leg, get on my leg, get up there. Oh, I'm gonna get you again. It's all right. I love the Dynamo shit. They won more championships than we had playoff games, so I can't give that up. That's the way it goes. We gonna come get you, though. We'll come get you. We'll come get you. Don't you worry about us. I'm sweating out here. I'm about to lose all my mojo out my armpits. Got Clubber Lane and Rocky out here. So, back to my unusual family. I want to tell you guys a little quick story before I get off the stage. Building cake. Anyway, Old Spice. So I'm going to tell you how Dave Anderson is going to own a Chinese laundromat.